Chris, in the end, does defeat become tough to take given the chances you had today?
Of course it does, for everybody. You know, we're all watching the same game. Sheffield United have had the best chances. They produced a bit of magic off a cross and an header. It's a tight game. I understand that. It's always going to be. They have been over our meetings since I've been here, and since the 4 games in the Championship, and this one. So it was going to be tight, but we've created enough chances to win the game. First goal is hugely important, and we should have took it, and we haven't. And unfortunately, even though I still believe there's a foul in the lead up on Zander to their goal. You know, they've created and scored, and we've created and created and created and created, and have not scored. The old one, the old one that everybody talks about, man of the match, Leeds United goalkeeper. So he's had to work extremely hard, and I feel really sorry for the players at the moment. I feel sorry for Aaron as well, because you know he's the players in him. He's got yet again a couple of long range shots, a couple of free kicks from distance. One they've got good delivery on, sailed over the bar. Apart from that, you know, they're pleasing on the eye, and they've got a good work ethic, and they've got some really good technical players, but they haven't opened us up with 2 of our back 3 missing, and we've opened them up numerous times, but we've got to score. We've got to score second half, and even as a couple, you know, Ben Osborne I thought was outstanding. You know, he pulls one back from the byline and it's a tap-in. So the bits, as I've always said, between box to box, I think have been all right and enough to win a game of football in the Premier League. The other bits that keep saying you get judged on the results, get decided on. We've got to be up in the game in this, and I believe that for everybody watching here, I don't go with what their manager said they deserve to win. Well, when we create 4 or 5 really good chances and they don't create a chance or one, then that for me shows that possibly we were the better side in a tight game.
And because of those fine margins and the chances created, how is the mood in the dressing room beyond that?
Well, they're not jumping through hoops, and I'm not jumping through hoops because of the way we are and the way we care about results and about performances. But you know, there's no white flag as there wasn't after 10 minutes, after 6 minutes at Wolverhampton Wanderers, after 10 minutes at Villa. I got a call from the Premier League, by the way, on Friday. I got a call by the Premier League that I was expect a call off Mike Riley regarding the decision that was made at Villa Park, that they made the wrong decision. They didn't give me enough time or an opportunity to put an appeal in, because it was 5 days afterwards.
Of course.
But I'm still expecting that call. So there's things that are going against us, obvious. There's things that from our point of view we need to tighten up, which I think we did today. I thought we tightened our play up. I thought the distances between the 3 units were good. It was always going to be a very high energetic, high tempo game, you know, the way they played and the way we played. I thought the energy levels were great. I thought the commitment of the team was great, and I thought generally overall in terms of creating chances in the Premier League, we did. But we have to take those chances, and we hope that the referee sees a challenge on Zander in the middle of the park that leads to their goal and makes the right decision instead of making the wrong decision.
On the Egan thing then, I mean, any dialogue now with the Premier League, because obviously served a suspension, would be a token gesture.
I'm just going to change my number. I am going to change my number, yeah, it's token gesture, like we had at Villa last year. And I am bringing these things up because, you know, when you play your Manchester Cities and your Manchester and your Liverpools, you're sort of margin for error there, as we saw here last year. You know, Aguero, goal, De Bruyne, 1 ball, competed through the game, you know. I'm being realistic, you know, we have to play unbelievably well to get anything out of those games. Then there's sort of another 4 or 5 teams where if they say yes and we say yes, usually those teams that have the resources and have the players that have been in there, brought players in, have got an advantage on us. But there's a group now, we feel, that decisions have got the opportunity of gaining your bread and butter Premier League points is there, and they're the games that you need to take advantage of. can really, really be good as well. But you have a bigger opportunity. I think that's. Would you understand what I'm coming from? Fair to say.
Yes.
Without categorising every club, but we understand that because we're realistic. So the likes of today and the likes of the Aston Villa game, it's a great opportunity to go and get 3 points. When you're down to 10 men, that makes it double difficult when the situations happen. When you're today, referees got to be perfect. They have to be perfect. Yet again, they're not.
To that extent then, because yes, there's the Aston Villa game. Sheffield United as a team, they've had other instances clearly as well. Look, even yesterday there were a load of things that different managers had gripes about, but on similar themes. Is it time then that the managers got together and said to the PGO, "Oh, look, this has got to change"?
No, it's just not good. It's not good enough for everybody. But like I said, I get the token one. I'm not sure. Well, I don't think I'll, to be manager of one of them top clubs, takes a lot of doing. So maybe I won't ever be one of those, and I'd love to be manager here for quite a long time. But there's got to be certain consistencies that everybody's looking for, and there just isn't. Let's be right about it. There just isn't. And I really don't want to go down the road of, well, it's only Sheffield United. Is it Sheffield United just a test case for everybody then? Was it a test case for last year with the ball over the line? Was it a test case? Was it a test case this week in terms of if that decision was made and you wouldn't have sent the equivalent of John Egan off, that we're the test case and that was a decision to be made? So I don't want it to be. Listen, nothing away that at the moment we're not where we want to be. We're not where we want to be in terms of the players being at full tilt. They are giving everything, by the way, and I think you asked me the question, how are they feeling? They're close to, well, they're gutted because they care, and I wouldn't have anybody in the change room that didn't care, and they know, we all know, watching that game, that we did enough to get a result out of it, and to get our first point on the board, and did enough to win a game. So they're not jumping through hoops, as I've said. But on the other things, yeah, definitely the consistency for everybody has to be the case, and I think that there isn't at all from a lot of situations that are happening on the pitch. Just
on that then, finally then, so yeah, you get your call 5 days after, which then doesn't give you time to appeal. Have you had a justification of why it's taken 5 days to get that
I haven't had a call from Mike Riley yet, but I'm meant to be getting one I'm meant to be receiving one from the Premier League. Maybe the Premier League will put that out there, that Chris Wilder is yet set to let's not hide behind it, because I'm not gonna not say anything. You know what I'm about? I'm not just gonna let people off the hook. So if I'm going to receive a call, why didn't I receive it? Why haven't I already received it? But why should somebody tell me that I'm going to receive a call saying that the decision against Villa was wrong? So I don't know whether as I said, we're the test case, or it's little Sheffield United and just bat them down. If you don't pick up any results, then it's going to be double difficult anyway. We understand that, but you need to get things out there in the open, in my opinion.
The news came out before the game today about Jack O'Connell.
Yeah.
What's happened to him?
Well, things, as I said, are not going for us at the moment. We've seen a lot of plaudits in the way we play and how we're going, so that's something that we need to affect. I need to affect, pick the right team. I thought I did today in terms of the way we went about it. Things like we talked about just there, out of our control, and obvious disappointment of losing Jack, who arguably been one of our best players through the rise and climb, and from disappointment from everybody connected to the football club, but most disappointing for the boy, to get into the Premier League, to play in the manner that he has done for this football club, to play as he did last year as a Premier League player and establish himself, to be out for a lengthy period is a huge blow for us, but let's get it right. I think he'll struggle to play this year. He goes in for an operation on Wednesday. We're talking minimum 5 to 6 months, which obviously takes us deep into the new year. So knowing Jack, he'll do his best to get himself back, but huge blow for the boy.
What's he done? What's the root cause?
Yeah,
of this?
it's a knee injury. Obviously, he had a collision last year. He's had a couple of little bits in his career with us, but the collision that he had and he tried to come back, but you can see he's not at the standard to play top class Premier League football to get results. And you know, decision was made. Went to see a consultant in London. Decision was made by Jack and the football club, and we have to make sure that we look after him long term.
Just finally, between now and the next time we get to speak to you, do you see any progress transfer wise?
Yeah, well, hopefully.
Thanks.